First Alert Meteorologist JD Dishroon here, and as we take a look at your forecast for the evening, we still have that First Alert weather day that's going to be impacting us as we go throughout the next few hours. And the reason for that is we do have another line of showers and storms that is set to roll into the area as we head into really the next few hours or so. We're going to take a look at radar in just a moment. Overall, though, here's what you can expect for the headlines for your weather over the next several days. So today, First Alert weather day, we have those showers and storms rolling in. Some of them could be on the stronger side. I don't think the severe threat is anywhere near as high as what we saw yesterday when we had numerous severe thunderstorm warnings that rolled through North Georgia. But the threat is still there, so we'll monitor that. The good news is, though, as these storms are rolling through Alabama, we don't have any warnings on them that are heading to our area right now. Now, once the storms push through, we are going to be seeing some beautiful conditions starting tomorrow. Lower humidity, temperatures in the low 70s, picture perfect spring afternoon, and that's going to continue into most of the beginning of the week. But by Wednesday, an unsettled weather pattern returns. In fact, Wednesday is another First Alert weather day due to the fact that we have showers and storms that are going to be rolling back into the picture. So here's the radar for right now. We're noticing that for the most part, we are continuing to see some drier conditions over North Georgia. The morning showers have kind of pushed through, but back out to the west, over Birmingham and in towards the Chattanooga area, that's where the line of showers and storms is pushing in. So should start to roll into the Rome area as we make our way into the next hour and a half, eventually into Atlanta by the next 2 to 3 hours. So we are talking about maybe like 6:30 into the 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30 time frame for Atlanta proper. And then obviously that will continue to slide off towards the east as we head on in towards the evening hours. So again, want to reemphasize, no warnings with this as of right now. We obviously will continue to monitor this line of storms as it pushes through because even though they're not at warning criteria, particularly on this northern edge of this line here, moving over to Cobb and Jackson County, Alabama, we are starting to see that, green go into the pink very quickly, not a lot of distance there. So because of that, it does give us the indication that maybe some 40-mile-an-hour winds are in the area. So for folks over into Dade, Walker, Catoosa, Chattooga counties, again, that's within the hour that's going to start to make its way into your area. So again, not a warning, but it will be some strong storms with some very, very gusty winds that are going to be pushing on through. Meanwhile, here in Atlanta, looking pretty good. Atlanta, 67 degrees. Our camera that we're looking at right there is in the Marietta Square area. Obviously, Kennesaw Mountain there in the background. Not the most pretty day, but so far, it is at least dry in the evening for the a festival that is going on there. You see all those vendor tents that are set up. Hopefully the folks are enjoying it. Again, hopefully we can keep the rain away just for a few more hours to let folks enjoy that before that line of showers and storms does move in. Temperatures are much, much cooler than they were this time yesterday. In fact, most of us right now in the 60s and 70s. LaGrange and Eatonton are lone holdouts in the 70s. And look at this. I mean, we're talking almost 20 degrees cooler in Atlanta than we were just this time yesterday. 14 degrees cooler in Carrollton and Griffin, 10 to 15 overall across basically a line from Rome to Gainesville to Covington and south. North of that, a little closer, but still, there's a difference, and you're definitely feeling it out there. So heading into the evening hours, temperatures are going to hold fairly steady. They will drop back down into the mid-50s as we head into tomorrow morning. But it's not going to feel like the mid-50s we've had over the past several days, and the reason is that humidity is starting to kind of go back down a bit. And that's some good news. It's going to feel quite nice. In fact, Monday and Tuesday mornings may even feel a little crisp. Some of you may be waking up in the 40s. And I'm talking in the metro, not just the North Georgia mountains. So for tonight, 49 in Blairsville. So it will be in the upper 40s for folks in the North Georgia mountains. Low to mid 50s, though, I think for most of us with that drier air rushing and helping to cool us off. As we head into tomorrow, we're going to be seeing highs back in the upper 60s to lower 70s. And we're going to be noticing partly cloudy skies by the afternoon there. Meanwhile, as we go into northern Georgia, you can see we're going to be dealing with some cooler air. So low 60s for the highs in Ellijay, maybe over in towards Lafayette as we go in towards the afternoon. Atlanta may or may not get into the 70s. I'm going with 72 right now, but you notice there's a pretty big gradient. So 66 in Canton, 76 in Eatonton. Just kind of depends on how much sunshine we get, because the North Georgia mountains not going to see much sunshine at all tomorrow. So the low that kind of brought all this into our area, and it's bringing this cold front through tonight, it's going to cut off. And what that means is it's going to just linger in the upper mid, or I should say in the Midwest, so over the Ohio River Valley. Because of that, the closer you get to that, more clouds you have, the farther away, the more sun you have. We're kind of on the line. So if those clouds end up staying in Atlanta, we're talking 60s for the highs. If we manage to clear the skies, we're talking 70s. So it is going to be a big difference out there. And you can see, for the most part, the higher resolution models are calling for sunny skies in the morning. But notice by 2 p.m., we're going to be seeing for tomorrow maybe a few isolated showers into northwest Georgia. And they will be very few and they will be far between. No thunder showers, just maybe some light rain kind of grazing you through. I don't think this is going to be the case for the metro Atlanta area. Notice they still have us mostly sunny skies as we head into the afternoon. So that's what I mean by we're kind of like on that edge by the evening hours. Again, maybe a few isolated showers pushing through. Monday, North Georgia Mountains, you stay cloudy. You still have that like 10% chance of rain. Everybody else, though, finally starting to warm up. Lots of sunshine in here to start off your work week. Monday is Cinco de Mayo. So for those of you who are going to be out celebrating, maybe enjoying some very delicious food and cocktails, it's a great day to hit the patios, and I know the bars and restaurants will be very happy to hear that and have them open. It means more space for them, more business for them as well, and no weather worries for your Monday. So here's the rest of your 7-day forecast. You know, we kind of went over Sunday and Monday. Notice, even though the North Georgia area has the small rain chance, they're not on the 7-day forecast, because I really think the rain chances are going to be right about 10% or less. So it's not going to be a lot. It's just enough to be kind of meh. And it's going to be mainly north of Canton. So we are talking like the North Georgia area. Cinco de Mayo, as we mentioned, looking great. Temperatures in the mid-70s. But look at those morning lows. 52 in Atlanta, 54 on Tuesday. That tells us that folks out into the suburbs of Metro Atlanta will be waking up in the upper 40s, lower 40s for the North Georgia mountains. So if you don't like the cooler, chillier starts, you may want a light jacket. You won't need it by the afternoon. But look at Tuesday. Quick to warm up, back up near 80 degrees. And Wednesday is that next first alert weather day because it's going to be the beginning of a very unsettled weather pattern that's going to be pushing through North Georgia. And it's going to stick with us for quite some time. Right now, it looks like Wednesday we'll be seeing scattered showers and storms. Thursday, scattered showers and storms. Friday could become more widespread. We haven't, pulled the trigger yet on seeing those rain chances go above 40% on the 7-day forecast, but the potential is there on your Friday to see that number go up. So models are coming into better agreement that a little bit more moisture may be in play here, a little bit more rain, and a few more thunderstorms. And unfortunately, it looks like that should continue on into the beginning of next weekend. So not ideal, and that's why I'm saying get out and enjoy your Sunday and Monday while you can. Overall, it's not going to be a horrible forecast. The first part of it's great. Unfortunately, the unsettled weather pattern comes in Wednesday and starts to stick with us as we head through the remainder of your forecast period. Otherwise, stick with us. We're going to be tracking these storms as they roll into North Georgia over the course of the next few hours. We'll bring you updates on the First Alert Weather app and on air and online as we get them in and as they're needed. Otherwise, have a beautiful evening out there and enjoy.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text WEATHER to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.